أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Viewers, how are you? Today is the turn for English video and we are going to start lesson number 16. In front of you on the screen is written lesson number 16, the heading of, and it is about TAFKHEEM and TARQEEQ. Lesson number 16 is about TAFKHEEM and TARQEEQ. TAFKHEEM means making the letters heavier or pronounce them deeply, heavily, and TARQEEQ means to read them lighter. So TAFKHEEM and TARQEEQ, they are opposite to each other. One says to make it heavy and one says to make it lighter. Now there are three letters, ALIF, LAAM and RAA, in which sometimes we make that sound deeper and sometimes the lighter. Actually, these three letters, ALIF, LAAM and RAA, are not heavy letters themselves. I mean, originally they are not the heavy letters. Originally the heavy letters, they are haruf mustaliya, which we have read in lesson number 1. But here, these three letters, they are sometimes heavy, sometimes lighter according to some conditions. Like they are stipulated by some conditions. If these conditions are fulfilled, only then we can say these letters heavy or light, otherwise we cannot. So these stipulations or the conditions are vary from letter to letter. About alif and ra is the rule same. That is, if you see before alif and ra kasra or under alif and ra kasra, the alif and ra will be read lighter. They will be read lighter. But if you see dhamma over alif or ra, or fatha over alif or ra, or before alif or ra there's fatha, or if you see dhamma over alif or ra, or there's dhamma before them, fatha or dhamma over them, fatha or dhamma before them. So in both of these cases, alif and ra are to be read heavier. In fatha dhamma position, they are to be read heavy, and in kasra position, they are to be read lighter. But about the lam, the rule is different. That is, every lam in the Holy Quran is lighter. Every lam, wherever the lam comes in the Holy Quran, in whichever ayah, whichever word the lam comes, it is to be read lighter except the name of Allah. Except. There's exception to the name of Allah. If the name of Allah is there, so the same rule of alif and ra will be applied. Every lam in the Holy Quran, wherever come, in whichever ayah, whichever word the lam comes, is to be read lighter except if there is the name of Allah in that ayah. If there is the name of Allah, then we have to apply the same rule of alif and ra. And that is, if you find before the name of Allah kasra, the name of Allah will be read lighter. But if there is dhamma or fatha over the name of Allah or before the name of Allah, then the name of Allah will be read heavier. That is the same rule of alif and ra. So as I told you, like alif, lam and ra are not haruf mustaliya. They are not haruf mustaliya. They are not heavy letters themselves originally, but according to some conditions, means depending upon some conditions, they are sometimes heavy and sometimes lighter. So this was all about the definition of lesson number 16. We are moving on to the examples. By the examples, inshallah, you will learn more. I highlight the first box over here and we can start with the first box. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qaf, alif, fatha, qa, lam, fatha, la, qala. In this example, alif is heavy because it has fatha behind. Alif is also mother letter over here because in mother letter also the condition is same. If you find before alif fatha, as we read in lesson number 7, so there also alif becomes a mother letter, but here the condition is that whether we have to say it heavier or lighter, and the answer is that we have to say it heavier because it has fatha behind. So this is the condition for alif to become heavier when it has fatha behind. So the next example we can do this one. This is Sin, Kasra Si, Ra, Alif, Fatha Ra, Sira, Jim, double Fatha Jan, Sirajan. Over here again alif is a heavy letter because it has fatha behind. In this example we can do this one, and that is Ain, Alif, Ha, Ba, Kasra Bi, Abi, Dal, double Dhamma Dun, Abidun, Abidun. Again alif becomes a mother letter, as well as over here it is heavy because it has fatha behind. So we can do the name of Allah. Over here you see this name of Allah is heavy. Why? Because you can see before the name of Allah there is fatha over alif, and in this example also the name of Allah is heavy because it has fatha behind. We can do them without the signs, like Allahu, Wallahu. When we say heavily, so the tongue, it spreads into the mouth and it makes a heavy sound. And then we can see over here the name of Allah is not heavy because it has kasra behind. You see, in these three examples which I just highlighted, you can see the name of Allah is lighter. Why? Because it has kasra behind. You see, lam, lam, kasra, lil, lam standing, fatha, la, lillah, ha, kasra, hi, lillahi. Next is ba, lam, kasra, bil, lam standing, fatha, la, billah, ha, kasra, hi, billahi. Next is ba, sin, kasra, bis, mim, lam, kasra, mil, bismil, lam standing, fatha, la, bismillah, ha, kasra, hi, bismillahi. So all together we can say them, lillahi, billahi, bismillahi. In these three boxes, in these three examples, the name of Allah is lighter because it has kasra behind. So we have read some examples which you can see on the screen. There are some boxes we have done. So inshallah in the next video we will be doing some difficult examples. These were easy examples of the rule of TAFKHEEM and TARQEEQ, but in the next video inshallah we will be doing the difficult examples. They are all taken from the Holy Quran, from different places, different surahs, but inshallah when we will read them you will find easy so much to say them in the Holy Quran whenever they come, these words again. So inshallah, see you to the next video. May Allah accept all of your pleas, your prayers, your wishes for you, for your family, for your kids, and may Allah make all Muslim Ummah one and happy, and may Allah protect us against the evil, against the enemy. May Allah protect us all. Ameen. Please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me. Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.